program is part of the Scene Project's podcast network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are.
Streams filling our hands, begging to be solved, remembering the lives we've lived before, searching for answers out in the void. We're all just restless girls and boys, looking for keys to open the door. Time's everlasting, time never lasts. Seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our breath. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past. Swimming in circles now and we can't get out and we can't get off this ride. A vessel is tossing in the waves. Step out the shadows, no need to hide. Our future is rising with the tide. The only thing we need to be is brave. Time's everlasting, but time never lasts. Quite as long as we wanted to. Watching seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our ground. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past.
Welcome into another exciting episode of The Scene. I am your host, Bubba Startz, and you are here for Unsigned Spotlight, our daily independent music review show featuring my co-host, AJ Waller from across the pond. Hey, AJ. Our new permanent co-host, Michael Cagle. Michael.
What the hell? Jesus Christ, I thought I was loud.
I love him already. This is great. So
I have to say, I love that theme song. I did not realize that was you.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's my song Everlasting. It's what I had laying around when we needed a song to play. It gives me a little time to get out there and share the show while, the intro is running and to get this out here. This is our first day. We are not going live on Facebook at all. They have banned me from their platform, so I am live on Clapper backstage here. I'm not crying too much about it at all, Michael. The platform is going to go down for independent creators. They're going to limit the links that you can share on their platform. They can get the non-live version for the moment. YouTube has continued to be a great platform for us to go live and to grow our community on. So we're going to put this show out there. We may download it and re-upload it onto the Facebook platform at a later time, but they delete all your live videos after 30 days anyway. So they don't want to be a home for content like this. And you know what? I'm fine with it. It's been a good day. I can't comment on anything, so it's kept me from even engaging with anything. I'm not going on there. I'll continue to use it as a platform to share our short form content and to get that stuff out there. I've built a large network out there, but at this point, I can't even communicate with them, and I'm absolutely tired of that. So if you're watching, you want to communicate with us, you know what? Send me an email. Send me your
Go back to the old-fashioned way. Go on, go for the email.
Yeah,
it's like
send me a letter. I don't even care.
It's like playing Monopoly, isn't it? Can you remember the game Monopoly where you used to get put in jail, and it was so frustrating because I'm no good at like rolling dice anyway, and I never got the doubles. So it's literally like playing Monopoly. Come on,
half the game in jail, earning no money, having no properties.
I know. I've got a Ruby with me today in TikTok. Hi, Ruby. How you doing?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, you two are going to be very pleased because we have no TikTok shop today because I'm running some promotions for Phoenix Rise for my TikTok lovers, okay?
That's my favorite bit of the show.
I know. I tell you what, you're going to be really relieved, okay? I will not be bringing any TikTok live. I am going direct to my TikTok, not my TikTok
will cry
shop,
about, Michael.
on my TikTok, okay? Because I want my TikTok followers to benefit from my mentorship and benefit from some of my support. So as it's hump day and we're all having a bit of a hump, and I ain't sold anything on TikTok shop anyway, I've come off it today just for one day. We'll be back onto TikTok shop tomorrow. Okay. So for all those who've been missing that part of the show today, you can still go over to the Dodgy TikTok shop, okay, and have a look through my catalogue of all my wonderful gifts. And I've even added a TV in there for you to have a look at when you're watching the Vikings lose again.
Oh, wow. Ended the year on a 5-game winning streak. I'll have you know. What's funny is that after we started our show, they started doing what we were saying and they started winning games. So I'm not going to say correlation is causation, but it sure seemed like it.
I think it's just since you've been doing your show. I think, you know, now they know that they've got someone who are like literally doing a pregame and there's all that like spotlight on them. They now have to win because they look stupid because it's being put on by the #1 content creator. There you
go. Exactly. Sticking on the football for a minute. Good luck to your Seahawks this weekend, Michael. They got a big game against the 49ers coming up. Yeah. We talked about that last night on our show over on the Scene Project Sports Network. We had Vikings United every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And had some football, playoff talk of which the Vikings are not part of. So we were talking about a lot of other teams, and your Seattle Seahawks were getting quite a bit of love on the show last night.
I hope so. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a fluke, and it just happens to be the roll of the dice. It's not really because we got the #1 defense in the NFL.
Right.
Like literally playing against a wall. There's I'm a little scared every now and then when Stafford grabs the ball and in super tight situations, but for the most part, he's delivering really well. And we got Smith and Jigma, we've got Cooper Kupp, Walker, Chalamet. We're looking pretty good. And we held McCaffrey last week.
Michael, I'm going to have to send you a link to come on next Tuesday. If the Seahawks get a big win, we'd love to have you on Vikings United to talk about your team.
I may be crying.
We don't have to bring you up.
If they don't put him on for comedy value just because they've lost, comedy value is always good on any show.
No.
I'm already missing the dodgy TikTok shop. All right. Well, before we just derail ourselves before the show even starts, remember, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of this. We do it 5 days a week. We share independent artist music out there. Michael Cagle, not just our co-host, but he's been featured on the show several times. We've played some of my music as well, but enough about us. We got some great music for you all today. I'd like to start with the song that I was going to play yesterday, but we ran out of time on the show. We were having such a good laugh. I had such a good time with you guys yesterday. Absolutely ridiculous we are, but in the best way. So this is a song by Sean Adam Williams that he sent in a couple of weeks ago, and we played one of his other ones, but this one's called Rattlesnake. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it.
Feeling
Yes, sir, Mr. Sean Adam Williams. Keep sending them in. I love it. That's my kind of music.
I love it because when I listen to music and it's definitely the first time I ever hear something, I always kind of imagine I'm in a venue watching them. What is that artist doing while they're singing? Like, how are they bringing it? And you can just feel like, and I don't know if I'm just like odd, but like I can see him singing that just like with the and it's just the right amount of dirt. Like it's just gritty and great track. Absolutely great track.
I've just got this vision of him playing with his rattlesnake on stage now. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, seriously, don't put those visions in my head, okay? When we talk about artists, one thing I'll tell you what, I like the cover work, his artwork on his single, OMG. Now, I'm sorry, we're not back in the 80s now. We don't have to pull it off a shop, okay? But the artwork also, when it comes on like Alexa and it comes on social media, the amount of effort that people need to put into their singles. Come on, remember, guys, your artwork's just as important as your single. And that was really impressive. It was just like, wow, this really tells me that this artist cares about his work. It really does. Great track. Love the track.
Well, exactly what you said.
Perhaps it's a bit of a promoter thing about me. I just see different things.
It creates
that
the
really
imagery.
Does like creates the imagery.
It creates the imagery, right? You have to put that because you kind of want to direct their minds, right? You have to be able to put that influence on. Michael, can you move like just a little bit to the right so you're centered on your camera right there? Yeah. So when we have our smaller vertical version, we're getting like half your face. Like perfect, right there. I'm gonna put marks on your screen and where you're supposed to be, like you're on the stage. Now, Michael, I'm assuming with, being known as the ballad belter that you also have a background in theater as well, or just as a singer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been really, I actually got bit by the theater bug when I was about 5. So like my first production was, I believe I was 5 or 6. And funny joke was, one time I was cast as a little, who sticks his finger in the pie.
Tom Thumb.
Huh?
Is it Tom Thumb?
Yeah, he sits and he eats the pie with his thumb. Well, they cast me in that because that was the only one that was a solo, and I didn't work well with others when I was little. So I kept jumping up and doing everybody else's lines and so they're like, we got to find him a role that is just him. And so, yeah. So,
if anybody's watched American Pie, please do not revert to that scene when you're talking about putting your thumb in the pie.
Well, and you know what, Michael, you work very well with others now, and you're a teacher, and you're also a great part of our Scene Projects Academy.
I love this.
Yeah, we absolutely love helping other people here, not just myself and AJ, but also our other mentors, of which Michael is one. So if you want to learn how to sing like the ballad belter here, he can help you do that. We do online lessons from all of our mentors in the thing. If you're in, where do you live again, Michael? Are you still in the Seattle area?
Oh yeah, baby, Seattle.
Okay, nice. So if you're out there on the West Coast around the Seattle area, you can get, I'm sure, in-person lessons, but you're very adept now at doing the online lessons.
Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, a lot of my teaching has been happily through Zoom and that kind of thing, and it's such a great way. Think about this. We are like in 3 completely different time zones, and yet technology has brought us all together at the same time, with the same mission. And it's like, it's incredible. It's just to be able to see this, we are covering the US right now.
I tell you what, I've got across the pond in the UK, I've got some breaking news. The breaking news from the Academy is that AJ has now signed the one, the only Greg Wallace from Eurovision. That means that everybody in the Academy now will not be getting nil points at the Eurovision Song Contest. They will at least be getting at the Eurovision Song Contest, because we have got the one, the only Greg, who has actually written tracks for the Eurovision Song Contest and has been in the Eurovision Song Contest. So he is now an Academy member. You know what? It just grows. I tell you what, this Academy is amazing. We go from Debbie to Michael to John and now someone at Eurovision. I just literally had a student this week saying that she was over the moon because her production company in the UK were putting her forward for Eurovision this year, and she could not believe her luck. And the fact that I can now ring her and say, look, if you don't get through, we've got a writer who's actually written into Eurovision itself and represents that program from the BBC. That's how collaboration works in the music business, baby. And at the Seed Project, we are lucky to sign him up.
Yeah,
this week.
Yeah, Greg's a great guy. I had him on the podcast. He had found me through some other platforms that we had been connecting on. I'm always kind of out there and putting our our name out there and looking for experts in the field of music, and not just as the artist side. There's plenty of artists. I'm really more interested now at growing this Academy side and building up other people that can help the artists, because that's really what this community is. It's why on the Scene Project's logo it says podcast and community, because that part of it is so important. It is collaboration. It is not a competition. I am not against you, Michael or AJ, and that's what I love about having all three of us on the show now, is that each one of us have our own musical careers that we are invested in, but we are also so invested in each other's careers and the collaboration opportunities for me to sing a song with Michael, or to write a song with AJ, or to have Michael featured on a song with me. It's just an incredible opportunity for all of us. And the larger the community is, the more opportunities for that collaboration exist, right? So it's really about growing and doing everything that we can. So yeah, make sure you go on, check out the sceneprojects.com/academy. I got to add Greg Watts on there. I have to add Michael Cagle as well, and to get these people represented in here. And we're going to start doing some more meetings and meetups with this as it's starting to really pick up some momentum now.
It is. That is exciting. That is.
I'm so pleased.
Oh my God.
Such a good signing. That's a great signing. Anyway, everybody, I've got some music. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, so as you can see on the lineup, there is a little bit of a surprise for you both later, but it's actually a nice surprise. I'm going to leave that one with the Spudman literally on his motorbike till the end of the show, and I'll let everybody know what that's all about at the end of the show, okay? Because there's a special, message that we need to give out to someone who's going in for an operation tomorrow. So we'll leave that one to the end of the show. But I have got two other crackers come in from Robert Juice, who is one of my radio promoters who send music over to me. And I'm literally carrying for your catalogue, Robert, because you've been sending them since August when One Life finished. And now I've got a chance to catch up on all of these great artists. Now, this is what I love about this show, is the fact that we get to play artists from all over the world. And basically, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go all over the world. I'm going to go from one part of the world to another. I'm going to start off in Australia. Then I'm going to look at France. And then we're going to look at the UK. So the one I've got from Australia is a band called Unsigned. The track's called Feels Like Home. And it's a folk duo from Brisbane, Australia. So this is the first one, In Kind. I hope you enjoy it, everyone. If I can find...
Coming off the highway, passing the sign. Something feels familiar, even closer this time. I can smell the green grass. I remember that tree. It all seems so small now, but it's home to me. The places I know, the people I chose, that feel like home, the places I know, the people I chose. I'm coming home, coming home.
faces in the same old shops. The old steakhouse with the lake out front, slowing down to take it in,
Moving down that sunset
that
strip,
familiar smell.
the driveway from hell.
It's home and it's safe, belonging to this
A
place.
part of me is always here, watching the moon sitting still.
So many nights spent on that hill. The places I know, the people I chose, that feel like home, feel like home. The places I know, the people I chose. I'm coming home, coming home.
There's old Frank sitting in his chair. He has found what matters there. The whistling kettle, a cup of tea,
The painting with
the eyes that follow me. That old laugh I hadn't heard in a while. That old smile.
the street lights aglow, the silence below.
Feels like home, feels like home.
The house down the road with the cute little gnome.
Feels like home, feels like home.
The town where I've grown, where I used to roam. It feels like home, feels like home. I'm never alone, even on my own. 'Cause it's all home, it's all home. I am home, I am home.
Yeah, Michael, I know you loved the harmonies on that one.
I was like just gonna say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, love me some good harmony. Oh my gosh.
What a find,
love
AJ. What a find. I absolutely love
finding
that
these
one.
tracks. That was really lovely when I was hearing that earlier. I just what perfect harmonies. I've heard some great folk music. I live very near a town called Totnes, which is down the southwest of England, and they have a lot of folk music. And there's a lot of couples who go out gigging together. And great couples, great songs, and it just reminded me of that type of vibe. And yeah, it was really lovely to hear. Great track. Thanks, Rob, for sending that in.
It's
Yeah, I hope
something
we hear
so
more from them.
So underappreciated. So, you know, sometimes, and trust me, I love big productions and but sometimes just the guitar and layers of harmony in a song just sets the right mood. That was terrific. That was,
Yeah, to me, that's a great road tripping song, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of cruising over the countryside and a very easy listening, great vibe, great.
great.
I loved it. And that's why I'm really looking forward to bringing back the Scene Projects radio on our internet radio station, because I kind of just pile it all together and let it on shuffle. And for me, at the very least, what it becomes is that's what I listen to when I travel. Then is I don't have to go and listen. I don't pay for Spotify or any of those other platforms. I'm able to just put on the Scene Projects radio, and it's the soundtrack of my life. Right. And I want to create that for everyone. And because we're so varied in the music that's getting sent into us, that it's never just one thing and getting pigeonholed into kind of cookie cutter playlist and the same, it feels like the same song over and over again, which, you know, in a world that I operate in quite a bit now in the country music world, pop country can definitely feel like that. The same theme repeated over and over and over again. And there's only so many songs about your pickup truck and the girl with the Daisy Dukes, right? That you can relate. Now, does it relate to different generations as people are growing up and young country kids want to hear that? I understand that. That's what pop music is. But for me, I'm a little bit older. I want some variation to it. You know, sometimes I want my airport music to the on hold music, as AJ would call it. And I just kind of want to turn my brain off a little bit and to just kind of cruise down the road. And to me, that's where I spend the majority of my time listening to music, is when I'm in the vehicle.
Me too.
Do you know what? You asked me a question last night, Bubba, and you were saying about what does Adrian want? What is his big dream and things like that. I miss the radio. You know, I would even do a morning breakfast show just because I miss the radio. You know, I love doing this show. One of the things I love doing this show, that I just get to listen to great music, you know, and that's all what's put on. So, you know, what do you reckon, viewers? Should we bring out
you don't realize we're compiling the database of records.
Yeah, ready for me.
Play on that, right? Like, you know, we're putting this show out here. Oh, you get some kisses from the baby. That we are compiling that database now by featuring people on this. And we're going to continue to do this show. I'm glad to bring Michael in because I have my own spring tour planned in March, and I'm not going to be available to be in the studio here with you guys. So AJ's going to have to do a little bit more producing than he has been now, although he's getting much better. All of his homework was completed today, although I still can't get him to put the name of the band and the song in
I know.
Still gets to him, but it's okay.
Look, I tell you what, it's because my finger is so sore that I can't press the notes in the wrong way, okay? Because the dodgy TikTok shop for £3.59 will not send me a phone tapper, okay? You get all these freebies, I have to pay for them. That dodgy tapper.
I gave you the website. I gave you the website. By the way, shout out to Purefire hand warmers. Thanks, guys.
Not fair. I want freebies. I don't want to pay for everything. What
do they work for the face so I don't have to put the baklava on? What'd you call it? What's it called? Balaclava. That's right. Sorry.
Oh, balaclava. No, that was yesterday's show. Balaclava. Anyway, I've got a great deal for my TikTok lot who, if they are listening, and they should be listening, I've got a good deal for you, okay? Between Hump Day and Friday, if you join as a super subscriber on my TikTok, I will basically knock 50% off of the EPK, which we are doing for artists at the moment, for 20 English pounds, okay? For £10. So just think, you get great extra content, okay, through TikTok. You also get to come and be on the TikTok agency, and you also get a brand new EPK for 10 quid rather than 20. How cool.
It's amazing. He made
amazing.
And I'm a pain in the butt to work with.
We changed Michael's about 5 times this week.
Play you were in when you were sticking your thumb in the pie.
AJ literally made an amazing, absolutely amazing EPK.
Yeah, he did the same for me too, Michael, and it's been a great help to me. And now I'm using that APK on musicmogulai.com to actually book gigs. So have AJ develop your EPK for £10. I don't know what that is in dollars, but then you can take that to Music Mogul AI, get a 14-day free trial, and actually book some gigs and to make some money playing your music and to get out there in the world and to build a touring career off of your art, because you deserve it. You deserve it.
Simples, absolute simples. And I tell you what, everybody, please, it's a massive part of the music industry, the EPKs, okay? And also is your social media, okay? The biggest thing that people are looking for at the moment is you looking professional, you representing yourself in front of all of these podcasts, these radio stations. They don't have a lot of time to look at your profile. Your EPK is your most important piece of paper that you can give any radio station, any podcast show, because basically that's your highlight reel. They haven't got time to look at your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your TikTok, your video about going to your auntie's and that you played this lovely trombone feature. They have not got time for that. They need a one-piece thing that is just going to show. So EPKs are so important and a big part of the music industry, and a big top tip for you, because at the end of the day, it lands people like Michael on shows like this, and also on God knows how many radio shows as he promotes his new pop album.
I will say, if you have a trombone feature, please send it into us. We will play it on this show. I got a great
I hate
track for you
trombones.
guys.
I'm sorry. I hate trombones. That's why I always say the trombone.
Oh, so I got a band right here in South Dakota. They're actually from up north in the state, from a little town called Aberdeen. They're called the Low Embers, and they sent us one that we really liked before, and this is actually the second one that we're going to play from them. This is called, let me look up the name. Gotta Get It. Oh, love it. This is going to be a great one from the Low Embers. Enjoy.
They're cool. I like them.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love
I
the
like
layers
them.
of the vocals. Yeah, I really impressed with that band. Shout out to my friend Matt Knight, who sent those in. He manages the band. We become friends online, obviously big supporters of original music, especially here in the upper Midwest. Shout out to another South Dakota band, Low Embers. Their other song they sent us was like that too. And I don't know if you were with us that day or not, Michael, but they had, 3-4 layers of vocals going at one time, like almost the row your boat kind of thing, right? The layers of it going on. I love it. I think
it was so cool because it started off and it was one of those tracks that just kept evolving. Like just when you thought it was going to be a certain way, and because it evolved, and then I thought, wow, this is very Doors. It sounded very much like the Doors in a spot, but then it just kept evolving, and even until the last bit. That was really cool. That was a great.
I found myself doing a Wayne's World during it as well. It was just like a real good beat, like a happy beat to it. I've just got to give a big shout out. I've been watching this person on my TikTok. They have been with me for the whole of the show, and I'm hoping that we can get in contact with each other because I've seen their Facebook stuff, and they look an absolute class band from Edinburgh in Scotland. They're called Scared of My Brother, and they're an alternative rock band, 5-piece band. I have seen your stuff on TikTok while I've been looking through, and thank you for staying with me during the show, and let's get in contact with each other because one, I'd like to get you on the TikTok agency, and two, I'd like to see if we can support you through the scenes and also through the actual music itself. So thank you for listening to me. Give me a bit of a heart if you're still listening, because I've been watching you on the show. You have listened to the whole of the show. And hi from the UK to Edinburgh. Do you know what? I love this show. We have gone from Australia. We've gone to Edinburgh. We're also in the UK. We are in the US, in Seattle. OMG, we are everywhere tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. But I just had to give them a shout out because they've literally been sticking and listening to the whole of the show.
Buy a TV on the Dodgy TikTok shop, please.
Yeah, please. If you go along.
I have a family that lives in Edinburgh.
Have you? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes. I'm so well versed.
It's cold in Edinburgh. I tell you what, the north of England is like the coldest place ever. Especially with all the
You've
girls.
obviously never been to South Dakota, AJ.
No, I haven't. My passport won't let me in.
Hey, I left the country without a passport. Mexico's pretty open about their.
Well, I was going to say that's very true. You done yours in that traditional way. Mine is just because my date ran out on my passport.
I said no passport. They said pasale.
Yeah. I mean, see, I don't understand. We've all used that. I'll tell you, especially when it comes to the airport.
Yeah, well, I drove in, so.
Anyway, it's 40 minutes in. We've got no dodgy TikTok shop today because we've got something special, okay?
You
so I'm going to add
things off the dodgy TikTok shop already. What do you mean?
I haven't hocked them. I haven't even got them today. None of my viewers can see them. Look, I need to earn a living, okay? All right? Anyway, let me tell you this lovely story, okay? So everybody has been basically hearing me talk about my part-time job because basically we don't earn enough money, and basically I've got the washing machine.
We don't earn any.
We don't earn any. So basically I work down the local spud van, okay? Everybody knows I'm at the seaside, and my part-time job is literally going to support the locals and going to support this spud van, okay? So all of the locals down the seaside can get some nice yummy food. And I said yesterday on the show that I would do and get my artists to do a parody. Now I thought, AJ, why are you using other artists? You are a songwriter, okay? You have the ability to write songs yourself. Get your butt off the floor and make sure you do something for yourself. So I thought, I will. Okay, and I tell you what, I'm going to shout out to Suno. I'm going to shout out to AI today. There's not many of us who actually like AI because it takes away the traditional musician and the traditional artist, okay? But for these type of circumstances, actually, it's really helped me. So these lyrics are all written by me. I did not take anything off AI, okay? The song itself and the production is done by Suno. But the reason I have done this today is that I have got a very special friend of mine who is going in for a hip operation after having really severe arthritis after a bike accident.
Oh.
And he's my boss basically. And you know, he's very worried about going in. His family are very worried about him. He's very passionate about his business. He is self-employed. He thinks he's going to be out of hospital and basically back into the van on Saturday. And I hope, David, you are. But from me as an employee, please look after yourself. Get yourself 100% better, young man.
Yes.
Good luck with the operation. And I tell you what, it's an absolute pleasure to come down and support you in your place of work, to see how much dedication and love you give to your clients and the holidaymakers. That seaside place would not be the same without your face and your support giving to the locals. You support the homeless. So I was literally down there, and I've been down there for 2 months, and I have never seen a man give so much to the homeless ever. David, you are one in a million, buddy. These homeless people sleep on the beach, do not get support by the local authority, do not get food by the local authority, but every single day you will make sure that they've got a warm food meal, a cup of coffee, and you will even give them bus fare to get like to A to B in Torbay. David, you are one in a million. So from the whole of Torbay, not just from your employees and your family, from the whole of Torbay, we wish you the very best of luck, okay, in your operation, and we hope that you get better soon. This is David on his yellow bike. He doesn't have a motorbike. He has literally one of those like electronic bikes that, you know, that go, but he has his yellow bike. And we were talking about a parody. So, David, this is my parody to you, written by myself with a little bit of help from AI, and I really hope you enjoy it. I spoke to you about it at work, and this is basically the Spud Shack, baby. Okay, we've done it. We've got a song all made up just for you. If I can find it, let me find it. Here it comes.
At the Spud Shack, baby. Spud Shack, baby. Steam in the air, stacking like crazy. Door swings open, that smell hits first. Golden on the counter, killing that hunger, that thirst. Our main man, David, grin so wide. Plates lined up like a joyride. At the Spud Shack, baby. Spud Shack, baby. Loving those spuds, yeah. Pile 'em up, baby. Delicious warm spuds, give me that save me. Yeah. Spud Shack, baby.
done.
Well done. Well done. Oh
So
my
clean.
goodness. I love it. It makes
do
me
you know what?
smile and it makes me hungry.
I know. I was
Exactly.
thinking,
That's what I wanted. I wanted to make you all smile. I wanted to make you hungry. I wanted to bring you down to the wonderful Southwest England and come and eat off my spud van. But I also wanted that to like literally be a dedication to David and how hard he works.
it was
Yeah, what an incredible man.
I hope you love it, David. I tell you what, I love
It's on
writing
repeat at the
songs.
Spud Shack already.
I love writing songs, and I tell you what, one of the things about being a songwriter, okay, and I will, it's hard, this thing with AI at the moment, okay, and especially with finances the way they are in the UK. I would not have been able to go into a studio and do that. That would have cost me like £500 in the UK to produce a song and sing it. It would have cost me £500. And I did not have the time or the finances to do that. But thank you to Suno, I was able to give a present to my boss and to wish him luck. And also know that actually they're my lyrics. I was quite proud of myself. Out of nowhere this afternoon, those lyrics just come into my head and I literally wrote that down and I thought, do you know what? That actually sounds like a parody. So I just basically put my lyrics and just said, please do me a parody.
Classic.
I know, it was a pop classic, and then basically make it fun and make it enjoyable, and it come out of that. And I'll tell you what, yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh,
Well
I know,
done.
because I've got sour cream, bacon,
I know.
and chives running through my head right now.
I know. I tell you what, I don't know if you're in America that you have spuds or you have baked potatoes. You do. Excellent. Because when I mentioned this to Bubba, he was like, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh, yeah.
So we have this
Sometimes
argument
it's
on
just a bit, but other times I
it's
really have no idea what you're going on about.
Exactly.
Yeah, we actually have restaurants that have baked potato bars, and you go in and you pick out your potato, and then they have a slew of toppings, everything from chili to guacamole and sour cream.
This is what we do. Yeah, the chili goes on. Mind you saying that, one thing we do have in the UK, which you probably won't have in America, which is the most popular dish on a baked potato over here, which is beans and cheese. Baked beans and cheese. Look at the faces. If you go down to anywhere in the UK and there's a jacket potato store, it's baked beans and cheese. That's it.
That's okay. We still like you.
I know, but we're still like, we have
the weirdest thing that's come out of the UK.
Baked potato.
Yeah, it's AJ. That's the weirdest thing that's come out. Anyway, we've got 10 minutes. We've got rush some more music. Have you got another track? Because I've got one more left.
Yeah, I've got Z Lee has been featured on the show before too. I think this is going to be another great one. This is a track from Z Lee called Lost Me. I like the instrumental tracks. Yeah. I mean, it's no Spud Shack, but I'm pretty.
And do you know what? I love saxophone. We've gone from one extreme to another. Now, my
Oh,
favorite.
no on the trombone, but
all of my instruments. No, out of all the instruments. I'm sorry, trombonists. It might be a royal family thing. I don't know. Anyway, I love the saxophone. I can listen to saxophone all day long.
It just adds. So I am. So just so you know, I am a huge yacht rock fan.
Okay.
Like, I love the music of the 80s with the saxophone and a little bit of R&B in there, like Doobie Brothers and Michael McDonald, and so when you throw a sax in, it just, to me, elevates a track. It just, even for something like this, it just takes you on a journey because it's obviously the lead, but throw a sax into anything and it's like, the kazoo, no. The kazoo is my trumpet.
You guys are hating on my two favorite instruments on the planet. I am.
How can we hate? We're talking about love on the saxophone. It's just a trumpet. It's just a trumpet. We just don't like the trumpet. We just chuck the trumpet in the bin.
I will not tolerate anyone bad mouthing the kazoo.
Who does not like a trumpet? Good trumpet. You can't have like what's his name? Brian Setzer. You can't have that kind of orchestra without a trumpet, but a kazoo, come on.
Yeah, Michael, I lived in Mexico for a year, and you can't have any Mexican music. It doesn't matter what genre it is without a trumpet. So funny story, and the reason why I love the kazoo so much, and I probably haven't played one since then, but I was at a music festival outside of Portland, Oregon, and called Pickathon. Great festival, really folky music kind of fest. And there's multiple stages. One of the stages, like the main thing, is kind of out in a field, and then they have a wood stage. And my friend Christopher X24, great friend of mine, since has passed on. So this is probably why I'm so attached to this memory as well. But we made a impromptu limbo line. And we both had kazoos, and we are humming along and just making music and making merry in between the wood stage and the main stage, and everybody's limboing under it, and just a fantastic time. But I didn't have any way to make music besides the kazoo that day because I had hands going and things. So that's the single reason why I'm so attached to the instrument, because it gave me such a wonderful memory with my friend, what I will just cherish forever and ever. So it's nothing personal, and I probably haven't played a kazoo since then. And if my children had one, I would have probably smacked it out of their mouths by this point as well. So,
same with me as a trumpet. Hey, I tell you what, before we say children, because we've got to be good boys, I'll tell you what, we are being watched tonight because Mother's on the scene. I've just looked at the ticks to see who we got the ticks from. Mother, how you doing, Mum? I'm being good. These two are looking after me, okay? And also, Tracy Lynn, we also have to say hi to you as well. Sorry for not saying hi to the likes. And we hope that you're still there, okay? So thank you for watching over, as us boys are being good today. We weren't very good on the show yesterday. We were a bit naughty. But today, we are being a bit tamer on the show today, okay? A tiny little bit tamer.
You.
Me?
Innocent.
Me? I was basically selling dog baskets in a car.
They weren't dog baskets.
They were not dog. They were.
Right.
It wasn't puppy. It wasn't puppy that you were saying over and over again. It was a different P word that got me banned off of Facebook. Thank you very much.
Anyway, with that in note, please join us for tomorrow's show because we have got a special guest tomorrow, actually. There's going to be 4 of us. Did you know that? Bubba, did you know? Did you know that we're gonna have foursome? We're gonna have 4 people on the show tomorrow because the lovely Emily is coming onto the show tomorrow to come and join us. So we have got Emily on the show tomorrow. So we're gonna have 4 people on the show tomorrow.
Love her.
And it's gonna be one big party. So it's Thursday. Do not miss it. It is 12 in the US and 6 p.m. in the UK. And I'm the one who gets to play you lovely lot out tonight. So I'm going to see if I can get a track all the way from Palais. Paris. Okay.
Oh, really?
We're going to Love in Paris between us, okay? And I tell you what, I haven't got a clue how to pronounce this name of this band. I'm going to give it a go. I think it's called Batunane.
Bantunani.
Yeah, come on, let's give some French to the last track of the day. So what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to start off with Bubba. Bubba, can you, in your nice French voice, pronounce Batunane?
Baintunani.
Batunane. Sounds like a coincidence. That was quite good. I'm impressed.
Thought I nailed it. Call him up. I bet that's how it sounds.
In your French voice, Batunane.
Who?
I feel like you're sounding way too manly. I was like, do French people sounds more Italian. Your Italian roots are coming out there, Michael. I don't think
they are.
Well, anyway, Batunani is a singer-songwriter from Paris, France. And their new single is called Love in Paris. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you have a pleasant evening, a pleasant afternoon. And us three will see you tomorrow with the lovely Emily. Okay, take care, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. Bye. Bye-bye.
Murmur ta 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 ti ti ta. 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 I have this French girl in my mind. Ever since I went to Paris, we kissed, walked and danced from Montmartre to Pigalle. Memories bliss, ooh yeah. Under the sun of August shade, laughter and smiles never fade. Hand in hand, our sweet parade in a city where wishes are made. Quand l'amour viendra, il fera bon d'y être. Et quand le bonheur sera, il fera bon d'y naître. Ouh, la vie est belle dans les rues et les ruelles, with love stories to tell. This city's cast a spell. Oh, oh, ta 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 ti ti ta. 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 Oh, with that French girl in my heart. Ever since I left my hometown, we missed so many metro, lost in time, talking so fast, laughing so fine, skipping through routes, dancing like fools. Paris was ours, we made our own rules. Beto moose, drifting slow on the Seine, and I sang in French just to love her again. Then it builds into an irresistible dance infernal. Oh, la vie est belle. It is so sweet to be in love in Paris, under the lights, under the Seine. With your lips I lose my way again. Les ponts, les rues, les bruits d'été. Love is a song we keep replaying. As long as I am in love, sa beauté m'importe. Pionner l'amant, l'espace d'un baiser volé. A final whispered
Tortitita.
Welcome to Unsigned Spotlight, the daily live show from the Scene Projects. We shine a light on the best unsigned musical talent from around the world, featuring songs from independent artists across all genres. This is where passionate music heads, emerging artists, and curious listeners come together to discover what's next.